It's going to be an adventurous video because we don't have just one unboxing. No, we have three. Why do we have three? Well, because some of these came in right on top of each other, and the other ones kind of were within days, we'll say. So we've got three unboxings to do, a little blip in video recording because I apparently need to clean my desk, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to start with Once Upon a Book Club. This is the November box, and I saw the sneak peek for it and I was instantly intrigued. This box has got the book called The Memory Dress by Jade Beer. It's was classified as the fabric of her life, and when I saw the sneak peek, it hinted that it had to do with Princess Diana. I don't know if any of our subscribers were old enough to remember Princess Diana or when she passed, but I remember walking into my mother's bedroom and just seeing her sob and not understanding why. And she was like, well, Princess Diana died, and I didn't understand why that affected her so much, but as I got older and learned more and more about Princess Diana and the profound effect she had on people, her humanitarian efforts, and just the kind of person that she was, I can understand now why people were so struck by her passing. But this book is not about Princess Diana. It has to do with Princess Diana, but it's not strictly about Princess Diana. It deals with dementia and loved ones getting older and how we can help them. So, this one in particular is about a dresser who, I'm guessing, I haven't read it yet because it just came in, a dresser who dealt with Princess Diana, and it also deals with her daughter dealing with the aftermath of of the dresser losing her memory. So there are things on the pamphlet talking about a memory journal, a memory box, scrapbooking, so on and so forth. And I am so excited to get into this story. You have no idea. I I can't even explain. I am a huge fan of The Crown, the Netflix series. I'm also an avid watcher of documentaries, and the royal family has been one of my s- secret guilty pleasures when I watch documentaries. Uh, to be fair, I'm just an armchair historian at this point, and my focus when I was learning history was on Western civilization, particularly in Europe. So that's kind of my milieu, and the contemporary Modern Family is always in the news, and unfortunately, my Google feed is always filled up with the gossip rags from over the pond. But this book in particular, I'm really excited to get into because it deals with not only, of course, the royal family, but also with family in general. And I'm really looking forward to it. There are four gifts inside that, of course, you open as you read the book, and I'm looking forward to it. If you guys are interested in joining Once Upon a Book Club, unlike some other subscription boxes that deal with books and reading and such like that, there isn't a wait list. Go online, they have different tiers to subscribe to. This is the adult box, and I know it seems kind of odd that this is a smutty book channel, but more often than not, there's no smut in these books, and it's a really good break to enjoy all of the books that I do read on a daily basis and then get a break with one that isn't smutty. So if that's something you're looking for, really good stories traditionally published, and you get a couple of gifts in the same time. My poster behind me is filling up with these stickers that come with the book boxes, and I couldn't be happier. I don't have reading goals so much, but I do have the goal of filling this poster and then possibly a second one. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to jump right into our next box, which arrived 2 days later. It is Once Upon a Book Club, The Advent. This is the 2024 Advent box. This is my first Advent box from Once Upon a Book Club, and I couldn't be more excited. I ordered this months ago and have been waiting impatiently for it to start up. It has 12 gifts inside. It comes with a book of short stories, and in those short stories are the notices on when to open the gifts. And the gifts are opened one day as a countdown to Christmas. So if you read the whole book, I guess you could just open all the gifts. I do go through and check every time I get one of these boxes to make sure I have all the gifts. And this one did. There were some that were sneaky, like that little itty bitty one, which I think is day 3. There's also one hidden underneath another one, but they're all short stories. Now, I don't normally read short stories. I like a little girth, haha, to my reading material. But this intrigued me. All the stories are different. You don't have to read them for Christmas. They're not necessarily Christmas themed, but I figured I would give myself the little gift of a book advent, and this is my first one. I'm really excited. Our next box only arrived last night, and I didn't want to open it last night because I wanted to give it the time that it was due. This is the quarterly subscription box from A&O. I was hoping that I would get other A&O boxes by the time I got this one, but alas, they have not shipped. And I have actually cut back a lot of my subscription boxes. I have Once Upon a Book Club, I have the quarterly from A&O, and I just started the monthly subscription from Archer and Olive, which is a lot smaller, and I can't wait to share it with you when it finally arrives because I've never gotten it before. I've gotten parts. No, I think I've gotten pieces of prior month subscriptions in some of my mystery boxes from Archer and Olive, but getting this monthly or this quarterly subscription from A&O, this is one of the ones that I look forward to every 3 months. This month, or this quarter, I should say, is Cottage Comfort. Absolutely cannot wait to get into it. I saw a little sneak peek, didn't show everything, and getting into this box, I was surprised around every corner. So we're going to get into it, and I cannot wait to show you what's inside of it. If you are looking at getting a journal subscription box, I highly recommend Archer and Olive. I realized recently that I have been a customer of theirs for almost 5 years now. I started during the pandemic and I have not looked back. I've only been getting their quarterlies for a year now. I've gotten 5 boxes in total, not counting the ones that came in the mystery boxes, but that's fine because I have almost every single quarterly box because of those mystery boxes. And A&O, if you're listening, I would love to get in on more of those mystery boxes, especially if you have my very first subscription box available. I would love to get that one again because I want to share it with the bestie. So, as always, when we get a quarterly subscription box from A&O, there's usually a couple of journals. Sometimes it's one, but they make up for it with smaller journals. But this one we have 2 journals, we have some stickers, of course washi tape, the acrylographs, which I have fallen in love with, but we're going to start with this. This is their stamp set. And as you can tell, everything is on theme with this cottagecore kind of vibe. It reminds me of Scandinavian cottage kind of motif. I'm not upset about it. Not upset about it at all. The stickers that they included this quarter are leather stickers. They're like little badges. They list them as vegan leather stickers. There's 6 designs. Each one is embossed with this different image. I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet, but I can't wait to find a place for them. Next, we have the acrylographs. I have so many sets of these now. They are some of my favorite things to use. They are some of my favorite things to color with. They are acrylic paint pens. They are perfect for the A&O journals because their paper does tend to be thicker to handle watercolor and acrylic paint. I know there are other acrylic paint pens like the Posca, and I do love using them. I have one that I use as a whiteout rather than using whiteout. But these ones, they come in so many different colors, and every quarter I get a new set of 5. And what I love about the set of 5 that I get, although they're not a full set like you could purchase straight from Archer and Olive, these ones come with nameplates that you can put on the pens, and that's one of the things that I love about the quarterly subscription acrylographs is that they do come with the nameplates. So if Archer and Olive, if anybody is watching this, please include some nameplates in the regular sets because I would love to have nameplates on all of them. I'm that kind of weirdo that I like to know what the name of a color is. These ones all take their color spread, I guess, from the theme. We have an orange, 2 blues. One of the blues is more along the slight gray kind, and then gray and a cream. So very cottagey, very on point. I love it. And it does happen to have like one of the few blue tones that I can stand because I am not a blue person. Blue was my sister's color. My color is pink, but I absolutely adore a good cerulean or azul blue. And this one has a cerulean in it. So I'm really excited about trying it on my journals and seeing if that hue is the hue that I love. Anybody who knows me knows that blue is not my color. I do wear jewel tones very well, but if I have to pick, it's a color that actually doesn't suit me, and it's gonna be fuchsia or magenta, whichever you'd like, but it's gonna be a pink. The bestie, she likes the blues. I was just thinking because I have been trying to make my own stamps that one of the things that I want from A&O is new stamp pads. And imagine my surprise when I open this up and I find a whole set of stamps, on a stamp pad, I should say. It is a pedal ink pad, and it looks like these petals actually come out so you can rub them across your stamp before using them. I could not be more excited. This is fantastic. I am bridging my skill set into learning how to make my own stamps because as you guys have seen through my builds, I am not an artist. I just don't have the patience to make myself draw. And so if I can make a stamp or a sticker or something like that to make it easier on myself, I will. And I like being able to put in some of my elements in colors that go with the theme of whatever spread I'm building. And I just have black stamp pads from A&O. And so when I opened up the pedal ink pad, super, super excited. We've got some washi tapes, Of course, they're all going to go with this idea of cottagecore. We have some with little houses on them. We've got this lovely border print that's very wide. We've got one that's gray with gold accents, and they're just so stinking cute. I love them. I'm going to put them in the big box of washi tape. If you guys haven't seen that in a video, be sure to call me out and I'll make sure to include it in my next one. I love getting the acrylic I love getting washi tape because I am a dragon and I hoard supplies. This next one was a surprise to me. I didn't see it in the hint, and I haven't seen these outside of the 90s. It is a paper punch, but this one in particular is a corner paper punch. I was hoping that maybe like this thing could slide out and you could just, use it like anywhere on the page. But no, this one in particular, it creates a really nice little motif on the corner and then has a flower. So I don't know where I'm going to use it. I'm really excited to. I've never owned a corner paper punch before, and makes me want to dig out the two other paper punches I have. I have one that's a little star snowflake, another one that's a cat. One of our last items here is a cloth embroidered bookmark. I gotta kind of hide this from the cats. That's for sure. I know. Oh, I don't think I shared that with you guys, but I have a new cat. A girl at work had a little boy that needed a home, and she knew that I had lost my mystery, and so she offered him to me, and he came home, and he's been with us for about a month. He is finally settling in, learning the ropes around the house. Not that it's a very strenuous house, but he and Talos are actually getting along fairly well at this point. His name is Spike, and he is a much bigger black cat than Mystery ever was. He is our big boy, but he likes to get on my desk and take off with things that I have found. So I've had a little sparrow since I was like 16 that was a little like floral element that I would put on my Christmas tree, and I'd gotten it out for Christmas. I found him tore apart in the cat bowl just a couple of days ago. It kind of broke my heart to have to throw him away. But c'est la vie, that's what happens when you own animals. We've got 2 journals in this box, an A5 notebook called The Folk Tradition. Not really my style. I do like the cottagecore, but again, blue's not really my thing. I do know who this will make a great gift for, though. So I'm going to package it back up and put it in my Secret Santa box for work. I think she's going to love it. The second one is a square notebook. I don't have too many of these. I don't normally purchase them, but when they come in my subscription box, I hold on to them because you never know when you're going to need a square notebook. This one's called Sweater Weather, and it is also dot grid. Both of them are dot grid. Love that. I only use dot grid not journals at this point because I just love the freedom that they give. I hope you guys enjoyed these unboxings. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments for me, please leave them below. Join us on Discord. We'd love to hear from you guys. Follow us on Instagram and have a great day.